BC Outdoor Sport Fishing is brought to you by Yamaha, BC Outdoors Magazine, Rapala, Duncanby Lodge, Port Boathouse, Lowrance, Mayhem Fly Fishing.
Welcome everybody to BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. Got a special guest, Mike Ramsay. Welcome back to the show.
Hey, thanks.
We did an ice fishing show way back when.
Yeah.
On Deka.
A show on Chimney.
That's right, on Chimney. Yes, we've had some fun, and we're chasing Kokanee again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, Mike, let's talk about your title here first of all. Who are you to everybody in general?
Okay, I'm the senior fisheries biologist for the Cariboo Region.
Okay, and what are you responsible for?
So, managing stocking program, regulations,
Cool.
basically anything that's fisheries related.
Yeah. Right on. Awesome. So, we're up in the interior. Selfishly, I decided to make our camera guy Garrett make the run up from the coast up to our cabin up in 100 Mile area here. But let's tell everybody what lake we're on today, and then kind of where we are is from them, right?
Okay. We're going to try Bridge Lake today. It's one of our trophy Kokanee lakes.
Yep.
We're about, I guess, about 5.5 hours north of Vancouver.
Yeah.
And so, highly productive lake.
Yeah.
Trophy Kokanee, some...
Swatting mosquitoes away from us.
Oh yeah, no problem.
There's lots here.
Some big Lakers,
Yeah.
trophy Lakers up to 30 pounds.
Oh wow.
And a new strain of horsefly rainbows that's up this year.
Cool. And so today we're gonna target Kokanee today.
You bet.
Get downriggers out and troll some procure corn around, and
Yeah.
I just gave up secrets, didn't I?
Yeah,
right.
that's what most people come here for.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, let's get the boat. We got the boat in. Let's get out there. Let's get away from the mosquitoes here before we get flown away by these things.
Yeah, welcome to the Cariboo.
Yeah, all right, man. Okay.
We've never been able to get rainbows to grow in these lakes
Yeah.
because the amount of coarse fish.
Yeah.
And so we're trying a new strain of rainbow that basically eats coarse fish and kokanee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what strain is that then?
Horsefly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're we got a brood program off the Horsefly River. They're from Quesnel Lake.
Yeah. Okay.
They're late maturing, so they live up to 7-8 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so they can
They get pretty big.
They can get pretty big. They're pretty aggressive, and they live out in the pelagic area of the lake instead of near the shore like Pennask and some of the other trout fishing strains. Yeah.
And so you guys have just introduced them into this lake now?
Yeah.
Like how long? Like how years have you been doing that?
We put some in here about a month ago.
Oh wow. Okay.
30 at about 30 to 40 centimeters.
Yeah.
And they're wearing tags, and they have acoustic transmitters in them. And so we're monitoring them.
Oh, neat.
As they go around the lake.
Yeah. So what's happening on Sulphurous is I'm seeing that, but they're coming up to the Cannonball.
Yeah.
And swimming back down. So I run that spoon on a short tag off the back because it's the Cannonball's acting like a flasher, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that's what we see ice fishing. And two, a laker will be a longer arc.
Yeah, slow, right?
Yeah. And a kokanees are moving, so they're very bent arcs.
Yeah. There we go. How would we say in show business? Don't mess this up.
Don't mess this up.
Awesome. I got it in neutral for you just so there's no pressure.
You know, I don't feel the pressure, Mike.
That's good.
What?
Oh, that's a nice fish. Holy. Wow. Look at the size of that kokanee. That's a beautiful fish.
That's why we come to Bridge Lake.
Wow. How big do you think? Well, we're gonna put that on the scale for sure. We'll take this guy. You're gonna take this fish, right?
Yeah.
They're really good eaters, aren't they?
Yep. Beauty.
Oh, okay. We'll just take care of him, and I'll put him on the scale.
Hold him up.
Awesome.
There you go. Trophy Cariboo Kokanee. It's got to be over 2 pounds.
Let's see. Put him on the scale here. Right, is it? That's a good fish.
Yeah, we're nearly a freshwater sockeye.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, you want to fish more? Or are you done? That tapped out now? You okay? You tired?
Well, I think I'll wait to see you catch one.
Oh, that's gonna be a while, maybe.
Okay. Thanks.
Awesome. Good job.
Yeah.
Check your leaders. We'll be right back.
No one knows the West Coast like Port Boathouse and the boat you need to enjoy some of the world's most spectacular waters. Whether you want the performance and comfort of a cutwater boat, a Ranger tug, the superb build quality of a North River boat, or to relax on a Suncatcher pontoon, we have it all. We're Yamaha's largest outboard dealer too, and deliver on the kind of deals and service that leave everyone else behind. Port Boathouse, celebrating 40 years of service. Yamaha revs your heart.
Closed captioning brought to you by the world-famous Duncanby Lodge, located in beautiful Rivers Inlet, BC.
So welcome to the Cariboo. Look at the water and the wind picked up. You know, it's going to blow over, though, they say.
Yeah.
But we're thinking about making a move, aren't we?
Yeah, like they say.
Maybe another lake.
Yeah. If you don't like the weather in the Cariboo, wait 15 minutes.
Yeah. This is crazy. But seriously, I think we're gonna pull up and we're gonna make a switch over to Deka Lake for the afternoon fishery. Eh?
Yeah.
It's been all right this morning. Nice fish, but it's just we're not seeing anybody else catching fish, so it's not what we're doing. It's just sometimes the fish are just not cooperating, right?
Yeah, sometimes it's the weather too, right?
All right, let's get the rods in. Let's make a run for it, shall we?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Job, Mike. This little kokanee. Hey?
Yeah, it's beauty.
That took a little longer than we thought, but you know what?
Little squid.
Yeah.
Beautiful fish.
All right, I'll let you deal with this. I'm going to get mine down because I think we're on to a school here. Nice job. No pressure, you only need another dozen of those.
Yeah, that's a 2.5-year-old Deka Lake Kokanee, stocked from the Clearwater hatchery.
Huh. Hey, there we go. The afternoon bite after the move to Deka, Mike.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, we're gonna have to see, but it looks promising.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. A little bit of a head shake, almost like a Chinook salmon, but not quite. So actually, we could talk a little bit about Deka Lake here too, and just the stuff that's been going on here. The stocking program has been obviously successful, but just the access is just amazing. Some of the launches on this are just some of the best launches I've seen.
Yeah, I'd like to put in a plug for the Deka ratepayers. Take really good care of this lake.
Yeah. There we go. Hey, that's a better fish.
Yeah.
Excellent.
They're the folks that maintain all of that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so do they take care of and set up all of like the paved, because there's some of the accesses on your paved roadways in, right? Like,
yeah, so the highways and transportation have contracts for the main roads, but they look after all the boat launches and, and all these picnic areas.
Yeah.
Ratepayers.
Nice little fish. Tastes good on the barbecue. How old is that fish, Mike?
Yeah, that's another 2.5-year-old.
Awesome. So, all right, let's put him into the box here and get the bait back down.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Look at the difference in size of those two. Oh, this one's not a very big guy. A little action there. Oh, he's taking line. There we go. Right on. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, there you go.
Good job. Slide that back in. Ooh, he's a bit of a bleeder. Just rinse him off a bit. Okay, we'll deal with this guy. Grab that. Thanks, Mike.
You said there was no sunshine on Cariboo Lakes.
Yeah, there's lots. It usually happens when I'm at home, though.
That was nice. 2 hits there.
Bite's heating up.
A lot of people come here just to get them.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get that guy in here.
Corn on the spoon.
How old is that spoon, Mike?
Fairly. I'm Mike Ramsay, Senior Fisheries Biologist for the Cariboo Region, here to talk to you about some kokanee opportunities here in the Cariboo. In the Highway 24 corridor of the southern Cariboo, we have about a half a dozen kokanee lakes: Hathaway, Sulphurous, Deka, Big Deka, Horse, and Bridge, that we stock for recreational kokanee fishing. This is a big tourism area in our part of the region. We stock all these different lakes with different numbers of kokanee to provide different opportunities. So some of the lakes like Hathaway and Little Deka are stocked at higher densities to provide family fisheries. And some of the other lakes like Big Deka and Bridge are stocked at lower densities, and that helps to provide some trophy opportunities. The stock for these lakes comes from the Clearwater Hatchery and supported by the Freshwater Fisheries Society of BC, and a lot of the recreational activities in this area are aided by private groups like Deka ratepayers. In general, we're working with the community, rural development, ratepayers, to provide these fisheries that are important in the summer for economic development of this area. For more tips and information, either check us out online or tune in next week for our next episode.
We'll be right back.
Be sane. Don't fritter away your time. Create. Act. Take a place wherever you are.
To me, it's about priorities. I'm never going to look back and wish I had spent more time in the office. So I look for chances to disconnect, to reconnect with what's important, to remember what life's really all about. So make a splash. You never know where it could take you. Yamaha. Conquer water.
I got it on the turn there. Unless it's your line.
I know. It's called a fish. Hey. Oh yeah, it's a nicer one. Oh, nice one.
Hey, we got it in the net.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, just as we were thinking about making a move. Beautiful. All right.
And now here's a look at today's tackle and gear.
Hello folks, I'm going to talk to you about the gear that we've been using on today's episode. Rods of choice are the Luhr Jensen Legacy series. This is the Kokanee downrigger, 7'6", light action. Tips are quite sensitive, so we can detect those because the bites have been soft over the last couple days of fishing, that's for sure.
Good bouncy tip there, yeah.
The reels are just a level wind reel spooled up with 12-pound Sufix line, and this just happens to be the high-vis line. I just like having a couple different lines in case chaos happens on the boat and the lines cross. It's always nice to see that, right? So why don't we talk about some of the presentations, Mike, and then we can get into the baits and all the other stuff too.
Well, Kokanee can be attracted in by a number of different attractors or flashers, but I prefer using a small dodger because you get the most fight out of them and at least resistance when you're trolling. So an excellent example of those are the Luhr Jensen 4-aught dodgers. I prefer the silver or the silver with tape. And then behind those, generally my preferred lure is a squid, squirt, or pre-tie, my own tie. Or
that's kind of like a little tube fly, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just then,
lots of flash and mylar and pink. Pink and orange seem to be the theme.
And then you can get creative and make your own combinations. Yeah. And then the Luhr Jensen
flash fly. Yeah,
yes.
flash fly, which are kind of new on the market the last couple of years and come in a few different colors. So.
Yep, and all those worked. What you want to do is if you add a smile blade or add some attractant, maybe leave a little bit of longer leader, and if you don't, a little shorter leader, so the flasher gives the fly or hoochie or squid some action.
And for leader today, we're using 8-pound fluorocarbon over the weekend, and all the way up to, there's some guys like you're saying you use 20-pound fluorocarbon up to, and that gives it just a different action as well, right?
Yeah. So if you're not using any attractant with it, using a heavier leader will transmit more action to the fly or squid.
Okay. And of course, attractants and baits are key, right? And we all have our own little recipes. I found with the Pro Cure now doing some of the dyes and stuff, I went to a Sunset Orange, seemed to be worked well over the last few days, and then just of course the Kokanee Wizard, and then you can take those and you can get all the different scents and stuff and add them in, and it's like on our boat I think we had 5 or 6 different types of baits, and even on some of the lakes the last couple of days chartreuse green been working, right, and all the different scents and stuff have been in it, so it's just kind of a combo, right? But there's some go-to ones. Hot pink and orange seem to be the two main ones, but don't be afraid to try some different colors as well, right?
No, with Kokanee, be creative because quite often they're selecting a different scent or a different combination all the time, and so some will outperform the others, right?
Yeah, and we found too that over the last couple of days too, and we were talking to some guys on the water that have been fishing up here. They're talking about setbacks, and setbacks is something that I just kind of learned about over the last few days too. But you know, when we talk setbacks, normally I'm running 14 to 20 feet back off the cannonball and off the clip. And these guys are running anywhere up to 100. And so over the last couple of days, we've had some success running 50, 60, 70, even up to 80 feet back and getting fish. And what that does is it basically allows those schools, once that cannonball goes through, to get back together and create that bite mentality, right?
Yeah. And particularly when your downrigger ball, when kokanee are high in the water column and your downrigger ball's not down a lot, you might want to consider a setback. Yes.
Yeah, awesome. All right, folks, we're going to follow up a quick list, and we'll see you out on the water.
It's called the Tyee Mother.
Holy man, look at that.
The brass inlays represent the eggs inside her and the eggs she lays.
Oh.
In the first year of our program in 2008, one person released their Tyee salmon. This year, 93 of 97.
Another one?
Nice, Mike.
Oh, thanks.
Sometimes it pays to refresh the bait, I think.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a lull here.
There's a lull. I didn't even notice.
Well, I think I don't think that's true.
Well, we have sunshine, right? So.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. He is down there.
Once I hit the sun, I felt so much better. I forgot we were even fishing.
Yeah. Oh, I can see him right down there. Nice fight.
Hey, that's not a bad one.
Beautiful.
For this kind of lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's deal with him and show the viewers this guy. We'll get the hooks out of him.
Okay.
Nice fish.
Going in, maybe have a bit of a shore lunch.
Yeah.
You guys seem to be a little hungry.
Yeah. Awesome. Put her in a little container there. Speaking of shore lunch, though, guess what time it is?
Unfortunately, I think it's that time where we got to head off.
It's pack up time, get the boat cleaned up, and I got a long haul back home. And yeah. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Great.
It was good. Educational. We learned lots. Tried some different things.
Yeah.
Ran through the tackle box a few times, but learned a few things, right? You learned about setbacks a bit. There you go. Yeah. Sometimes when the bite's shy and they're doing the thing, they need to be away from all the gear, right?
Right, and hopefully folks learned a little bit about the Cariboo Lakes and what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks again, Mike.
Yeah,
we'll do it again.
you.
We'll do it again for sure. And thank you, folks, for joining us on BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. We look forward to having you join us on a future episode.